It's making me Chem sick. I'm on my way down to the mountains to do some hiking. And I'm running late because I've been feeling nauseous and having a headache all morning. And sure enough, when I walk outside to leave, the skies are white. Completely whited out. Sprayed the crap out of us. So if the elites aren't making us dope sick with their pharmaceuticals, they're making us Chem sick with their aerosol injections. Just hoping it makes me feel better when I get down here and get to hiking. But I don't know. Look what I'm breathing. And the sun is just completely whited out too. Anybody else feeling Chem sick out there? K-H-E-M sick? Well, it is sick what they're doing, that's for sure. We would be having a beautiful day. We would be. I remember when I was a kid, the skies were so deep blue, deepest blue that you could ever imagine. Beautiful. I still have those memories. That's what they are, memories. I had to stop and get a Sprite. Normally I don't drink soda this early in the day. Just want to hop on here for a minute and see if anybody else is having the Chem sky today. It's so thick here you just can't even see the trails anymore. You can see them, but it's so thick it's completely a whiteout. It's disgusting. Mountain Parkway. Won't be able to stay live very long because I lost my phone cord last weekend when I was down at Six Gun City. Usually when I go live I have to plug my phone in because it drains my phone so fast. Lost my phone cord somewhere at Cumberland Falls National Park. All I have with me today is my wireless one. Can't do that live. Probably will do a couple videos down here, maybe one if I see anything interesting. I'm not even sure where I'm going yet. Just wanted to get off the couch. It's Sunday, didn't have much to do. It's disgusting out here. It would be a beautiful day. It really, really would. Crap. Missed my turn. I wanted to go there to IGA. go up here and turn around and go back. I gotta go to IGA so I can get some decent meat, because the meat at our grocery stores now, not only is it overpriced, it's just all weird, especially the chicken. It's all tough. You just don't know what you're buying at the store when it comes to meat. When I go in this little store in Clay City, it's a small town, they've got local meat. You can get a roast for like $6 when Kroger's wants $25 for one. And their chicken is really good. You don't get all those antibiotics and crap in it. Who we got in here? Anybody? Turn around right up here by the drag strip. The Clay City drag strip. Because I missed my exit. Turn around. Welcome, race fans. Kentucky Dragway. I've been there once or twice. Who we got in here? Anybody? Got my Squatch hat on today. I don't even know where I'm going to hike to today. I just don't have it in me to go real far because they made me Chem sick. I wanted to go to the little forest of high strangeness, but I don't want to walk through any creeks either. So, I don't know. But I do know I'm going to stop at this IGA and get some meat. I haven't even had much meat in my house lately because I haven't made it down here. I had beans the past 2 nights. Actually, my boss made them and they were really, really good. Alright, here's my exit. I gotta show y'all this giant Squatch statue too over here while we're here. Well, yeah, I can go that way. This is a big town of Clay City, y'all. Pilot Knob is not far from here. But I gotta show y'all this Squatch at the Clay City Inn. out to show you, though. There he is. He's a big boy. He's cool. People are like, who's that crazy lady with her phone? Look at that squatch. I get called crazy lady a lot if y'all haven't noticed that already. I wear it proudly. Let's see who's in the chat here. Thank you. I can't read your name. I'm sorry. Because the sun glare. Cool Sasquatch, I know it. He is cool. The real one's even cooler, but he's smelly. And he can whistle pretty daggone loud. All right, I gotta watch I'm at 72%. All right, I know there's probably only one person in here, but I'm gonna run in IGA real quick. If you want to hang out, you're welcome to hang out, because I'm gonna take you through a scenic drive anyway down the Mountain Parkway to get to the gorge. Look at this small town IGA. I love this place. It reminds me of when I was a kid. Look. It's crowded today. All right. I'll be right back. That was so worth the stop. I got for 15 a whole chicken and a pound of hamburger. Jeez, man, there's a big old X, just a huge X above my head right now. We got 3 people in here now. We got anybody in the chat? Eternal
Did you know trading in your car?
Explorations? Extra. I'm sorry. Let me get my glasses on.
Trading your car for an average of $990 more. So don't trade it.
That's horrible. Eternal extrapolations? Extrapolations? Is that how you say that? Eternal extrapolations? Well, welcome. No problem. Don't text and drive though. Right. Yeah, I know. It's hard to even read when you're driving. I even had to get my glasses out to read this because it's in the car with sun glare. You see how white the sky is, man? It's terrible. 3 people on board now. We're off to next. We are off to the Red River Gorge on Mountain Parkway. It's a very scenic drive. So y'all put your seatbelts on. I'm just trying to get over my chem sickness today. It's terrible. I gotta show y'all this X real quick. Look at this. Look at this, man. Do y'all see that up there? Holy crap. They're spraying right now. Oh, jeez. It's past lunchtime and I'm not even hungry. That is so not normal for me. All right, we're off, y'all. They're hiring here too. They're hiring everywhere. God, look at this. Look. Look at that. Small towns are not exempt from the chemtrails. They are not exempt. It's a shame. You cannot run from it. I don't care where you are, anywhere on Earth. I'm just going to call you Eternal. Is that all right? We're going to the Red River Gorge. If you've never heard of that, it's an interesting place to visit if you're ever in Kentucky. Full of arches, waterfalls, views, multiple hikes. It's a pretty historic place, and there's been a lot of Sasquatch sightings down there, and I've had my own experiences down here with Sasquatch. Just killing me with these skies today. John is your name? Your handle is too long? Yeah, a little bit. I caught that much of it. All right, John. I'm glad you're riding along with me today. I hope your sky is not as white as mine. Where are you from, John? About to come up on Stanton, another little town. Ireland, awesome. Wow, yeah, change of scenery for you. I'd love to see Ireland. Are you familiar with the chemtrails in Ireland? I'm sure you are. And another question for you. Do you all have Bigfoot in Ireland? Do you all associate anything with Bigfoot over there? Not much overland? Well, as you can see, they spray the shite out of Kentucky over here. Yes, you do. You notice chemtrails more and more days. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's not, you can't escape it. We're coming up on these weird looking beast towers here at this exit on Stanton. And they always have these flashing lights. I can't zoom in on them or anything, but we're passing them right now. And I've noticed that no legends of Sasquatch. Yeah, the phenomenon is real. It's not just Sasquatch either. There's a lot of other humanoids. Some people call them cryptids, paranormal things in the woods, believe me. But yeah, those things we just passed with the flashing lights, I think they have something to do with the 5G. Because I pass a lot of them on the interstate with wires hanging down that aren't finished yet. They don't have any flashing lights on them. They're very suspicious looking. They're not just lights. I don't know what they are. They've been working on those for years. Might have something to do with these chemtrails in the sky. Who knows? Yeah, man, I would love to see some blue sky with these beautiful mountains, but can't have that, can we? Should give me a headache and nauseous. Their frequencies. But that's another thing. People have heart palpitations and all this and that. It's these frequencies. It's pretty common. Always suspect the worst with new electronic. Yeah, oh yeah. It's definitely 5G related, that's for sure. They look like they would house drones, what they look like to me. And you know the future is going to consist of the drones. And And that would make sense to put them at the exits on the interstates. Couldn't read that last comment there, sorry. I'll have to go back and read them. We'll get down here at the Shell station pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, you just look at these, the sky is just so, it's out of the normal. It's just, and nobody talks about it, ever. I showed my boss one day, I mean, years ago, I've worked in the same place with the same boss for 21 years. Anyway, I took her out one day when that sky was just so gridded up, you couldn't say it wasn't there because it was in your face. And she just told me it's contrails, it's just water vapor. It looked at me like I lost my mind. So I never, really, you can't really say anything to anybody. My family too. Same thing with my family. They all think I've lost my mind. And a lot of my family pretty much disowned me because I wouldn't take that toxin. Wouldn't take it. Didn't get invited to family gatherings anymore. Lucky if I get a text on a birthday or something from them. It's all right. You can create your own family without having your blood family. I'd rather have a family that knows the truth, that's for sure. Most people that did that anyway were more concerned with their travels and what they wanted to do, rather than any kind of health concerns in the first place. I've even talked to people now are even open to the fact when I clean buildings, and some people I run into, especially in their government buildings, so a lot of these people had to have it to keep their job, especially in one building I cleaned, they all had to have it. Well, and I've seen what's happened to a couple of them, and it's not pretty. One of them seems to have really bad neurological damage, and I've only seen him like once because he doesn't come in there to work. Obviously, he's working from home or whatever he's doing, but he's pretty messed up. And this other lady was just telling me she took it because she didn't want to lose her job. And, thank goodness she's not sick, but she was really worried about it. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on the road. I sure am. Absolutely. Yeah, down here, we're not in the big mountains or anything. These are just sort of the foothills of Appalachia. Is basically what they are. But it's like my home away from home. I only live like 50 miles away from it, so I come down here often. No, I don't have any sympathy for those people either. And honestly, that, in my other job, my main boss that I've worked for 21 years, she ended up having a blood clot and some heart issues. And I think, with blood thinners and other pharmacia, they've got her straightened out. But she was going through it there for a good long while after having five shots. Not just 2, 3, 5. Within about a year's time. But I don't get questioned about it anymore. so that's good. Because they sure were I was being pulled at all ends about that. It was ridiculous. I was not going to do it, though. I didn't care what job I lose. Whatever they pay me a week is not worth it to me. Clearly, I made the right decision, too. Not to mention, gee whiz, look at the death toll. Look at how many sudden deaths we're having now. Look, Lisa Marie Presley just died the other day. She was only like 2 years older than me. 2 or 3 years older than me, so she really wasn't that old. But you know, they got it all over. You look up Lisa Marie Presley's death on Google, and it's going to have fact checks everywhere telling you she didn't die from that vaccine, conspiracy theorist. Yeah, buddy. That's the clown world we live in. Sideshow Bob giving out the vaccines. Shout out to T-Boneless Chicken, by the way. Comical genius right there. Shout out to T-Boneless Chicken. I'm going to get a shirt and it's going to say T-Boneless on it. Oh, that hurt. Well, we're here, y'all. This is Slade. Slade, Kentucky. Slade. I like the name Slade. I'll catch up on the chat here in a minute. I might have to run in and use the potty. You know, I'd go over here in this Outfitters and get me a new puffy coat that I need if I didn't have an electric bill. It just cost me $300. Could have used some of that Christmas money I got, but you know, electric's more important. Well, for some of us. Catch up on the chat. I think it's accepted that the amount of charged ions in the air affects people's moods too, noticeable after a thunderstorm. That's interesting. Well, I definitely think these electromagnetic waves that they're sending through these clouds are affecting our moods. That's for sure. And a lot of people are doing a lot of crazy things too. I bet there's a correlation between people who have investigated plane trails and fuel injections. Right? Right? Well, you know, water vapor doesn't expand and cover the sun either. It never did, you know, and make X's and Z's. See, I have no sympathy for anyone who took the thing to keep their jobs. Nope, me neither. Nice looking area. I like the look of those houses. Yeah. There's a lot of poverty down here in the mountains because there's not a lot of work, you know. A lot of coal. People used to work in the coal mines that they've closed them all down now. Hey, that's another thing I'd like to explore is an abandoned coal mine. But I'm gonna run in here and I'm gonna use the potty real quick and I'll be back out in a minute if y'all want to hang out. I gotta decide where to do this hike too. Yep, an hour on the road will do it. That's right, the X's in the expansion to turn the whole sky white is very noticeable. But some choose not to notice. Hey, most of them choose not to notice. I think they notice. It's just, you know, they want to go along. They want to go with the flow, honey. Go with that flow. Much better. Phew, I think I'll go up here to Tunnel Ridge Road and either 4 passengers in the car now. We got 4 passengers. Well, 1 got out. Apparently, we got 3. Maybe we offended them. Who knows? All I know is who's going to donate to me a T-shirt that says T-boneless on it? because I need one of those in my life. I know not everybody will get that, but oh, now we got another person left the car. Yeah, one of them must have gone and get a pack of cigarettes. Well, there ain't no smoking in this car, not cigarettes. So they're on their own. I'm just having a little fun. Oh, I'm still at 60%. That's not too bad. You know, I can't go out in the woods with a low battery, so I'll have to cut it. We'll make it down Tunnel Ridge Road to the trailhead, and then I'll cut it off. Can pick them up on the way back. Yeah, that'll give them time to smoke a couple cigarettes. Keep it out of my vehicle. One thing I can't stand really is cigarette smoke. People want to smoke, that's their business. I don't care. I just don't like it close up and personal. I used to smoke. I smoked for 13 years when I was younger. It was the best thing I ever did was quit smoking cigarettes. And I'm still, it's almost 1 o'clock, and I didn't get lunch, and I don't even want lunch. So it looks like lunch today will be out of my food bag of the backpack. A beef jerky and a pack of crackers or something. That's about all I want. This Chem sickness, oh my goodness. And once I get out in the woods, I'm liable to lose signal too. I might just go down to Star Gap. Again, that's my go-to. And I like to walk down Tunnel Ridge Road and looking for tree structures. I don't know if there'll be if it'll be busy or not. Sometimes this place, when the weather's really nice, like it's super busy and you can't even find a parking spot or anything at these trailheads. So I like coming in the off season when it's colder anyway. And there's no bugs, there's no snakes, no cobwebs. It's all around better. I've been wanting to go camping too, but it's just been so cold that really not so cold that I can't camp. I got a buddy heater. It's just I can't leave my house without keeping it warm when it gets down way below freezing like last night. It's getting pretty now through here. About to enter the gorge area. There's a tunnel down here. It's called Nada Tunnel. And sometimes I'll go, if I would have went the other way from the Shell station, that's where you'd end up. But you definitely wouldn't have phone signal down there. That's why I'm going up here on this ridge. Some of the chemis are starting to part. Getting a little blue sky. Thought about even maybe hiking to Hanson's Point, which is the most beautiful view in the gorge. I haven't even been out there in like a year, but usually it's a crowd. $5 camp firewood, that's about the cheapest you're going to get it. These people right here, they do have it set out there. You can't get anything for $5 anymore. You can't even get a dozen eggs for $5 anymore. My goodness, I ran out of eggs, and I hated to go buy eggs yesterday. I think I paid $4.69 for a dozen eggs yesterday. This is Tunnel Ridge Road. It's about to turn to gravel. Well, there's not much gravel left on it. And we are near the Sheltoe Trace, which runs about 300 and something miles through Kentucky. It's a trail. Well, I'm down to one passenger. The sun's shining a little more brightly down here. Yeah, the gravel is all washed away. That is not good because there's some holes. You think as much as they charge people to camp down here and all their fees that they'd be able to keep the road gravel. Here's a trailhead for Hanson's Point. Looks like semi-crowded, not real crowded though. But I'm not going to go down that one. If it was empty, I might. Gray's Arch trailhead, and it's usually always packed. It's about half full. No, more than half. Gray's Arch is the biggest, I think the biggest arch, I'm not sure, in Kentucky or the Daniel Boone National Forest. I'm not sure, but it's very massive. It's a popular, very popular trail. That was actually the first hike I ever did alone. It's Gray's Arch. I would highly recommend Gray's Arch as a start if you ever come to Red River Gorge. Stop here for a second. Show you this view. Looks like a clean path at this resolution. Take it handy in case signal is lost. Okay. Well, let me show you this view real quick. I mean, it's not the greatest view of the gorge, but it gives you a perspective. It gets a lot better than that, though. There's some ice. Some icicles down here. There's the nasty sky. got a bunch of campers over there to the left of me. A bunch of them. All these little pull-offs along the way here are mostly campsite areas. Which, I mean, all you need is a parking pass, which I think is $5 a night. And that's all. I mean, it's cheap. But if you go to like some of these campgrounds they have around here, they want $20. I think last time I went to Coomer, I'm like, wow, Coomer Ridge. I think last year, a year ago, I paid $11. I'm like, wow. For one night, and it's went up to 20. But I mean, you can get a parking pass down here for $5, and as long as you can find a place to camp, I mean, you can do it wherever, pretty much. I go to Indian Creek a lot to do my camping. It's dispersed camping. What did you say? You didn't understand it in freezing weather? I know, right? Charging you to camp in the woods. Yeah, well, that's Daniel Boone National Forest. They do that. I'd love to go out west and camp on some BLM land. Bureau Land Management. It's free, and you can stay there up to 14 days out west in some of the most beautiful scenic places you could ever imagine. I'm a long way from that, though. But if I'm ever lucky enough to get enough time off of work and some money, I'm going to do it. I'm going to travel out there. I pretty much got my camping set up where I can camp in my Jeep or my tent. So the only thing I don't really have is a really nice power bank. Like, I can't think of the name of those things. A Jackery, that's the name of it. And those things, man, are very expensive. But you can solar power them. I mean, you can power tools with, the most expensive Jackery, but still, you got to pay $400 or $500 for your basic Jackery that you can just power your phone, laptop, and maybe have a small AC outlet, maybe, for a very small, like a blender or something. That'd be about all it would power. Not much. I mean, I have a little power bank that you can plug 2 phones into, but they don't last long without being recharged. Yeah, if you got a way to cook, a power bank, and a way to filter water, you really don't need much of anything else to survive. Solar panel on a roof. Oh yeah, you can solar things out too. Off-grid cabins, absolutely. That'd be the best way to go. You're talking about some money though. I would love to live that. Well, my actual dream is to get a tiny home. I watched a lady on YouTube. I followed her for a while, and she was able to. Well, she's retired, of course, so I work a lot, so I wouldn't be able to do it right now, but she was able to live on the road in her SUV for 2 years and save enough money to buy a tiny home. And the experiences she had were just fascinating, amazing. I mean, just the whole experience was amazing. There was some down times, but, I mean, just for the experience, the travel, it would be so much fun, and at the same time you could save so much money. And she just worked at like Walmart, and I guess she collected a little Social Security or something. But yeah, if I had my income and didn't have all these bills, I could buy a tiny home. But I'm working on it. I got to find a piece of land first to put it on, and I'm able to finance one. I just, you got to have the land. It's a whole process. a long process. But that's my dream. And to make it off grid would be a huge plus. I think it's doable. Absolutely doable. The YouTube van life. yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm sure there's people in Ireland do that a lot. I know they do in Canada. Like, it's a big thing in Canada. It would be rough. It'd be something you'd have to get used to, and you would have to love the outdoors. I mean, and I do. I love the outdoors. The worst part about it, I think I would be okay. It's just the worst part about that is getting a shower. That's the worst part. And I have a camping shower, but it's in the wintertime, you're not going to be able to use that much. You know what I'm saying? In the summer, it's not too bad, but you're still not getting like the full effect of a shower. And of course, being a woman, you don't have your hair dryer and your makeup stuff. And I mean, you can when you're doing van life, but it's very limited. But I mean, just the bills that I have. I mean, I have to go to 3 different jobs a day just to make ends meet. Take out a loan to get a dryer, and this, when something happens, it's just, and now the price of groceries and electric, and it's just you're being robbed is what you are. Energy is free anyway. Energy is free. I got to do something anyway because I'll be having to move probably this summer. Well, I've made it to the trailhead, and it is packed. Dang. Gee, see what I'm saying? It's 37 degrees outside. It's not like it's a spring day. But %. Yeah, go ahead and take that one. Well, surprising all the hikers here. This is the Auxier Ridge trailhead, and this trailhead is so popular because this is probably the most popular hike in the gorge besides Gray's Arch. Probably even more popular than Gray's Arch because it's a 6-mile loop, and I mean, it is the best scenery. I've done that trail probably 3 times. The best scenic trail you can get here in the gorge as far as views goes. And you get a little creek area, and there's an arch. I mean, there's just a lot to see on that 6-mile trail. But you know what? I'm not going to stop. This is just too crowded for me. And these people that are parking over there are going to get tickets because it's no parking signs everywhere. And I'm not doing it. So I guess I'll cut the live here in just a few minutes because I'm getting down to 49% on the battery. I need to go in the woods with at least that much. I can put it on my little charger when I take a break. I'm going to go make some coffee somewhere. I might just take this little, there's a gate down here from an old logging road. I think I'm just going to go explore that. And if I find anything good, I will definitely make a video about it. So I guess I'm going to cut it here, and I appreciate you joining me John from Ireland. Been nice talking to you, and I hope you join me again. Sometimes I do this on the weekends. Later, y'all.